After Trump campaign's Twitter account locked out, he threatens big lawsuit. It's only a few weeks away from the 2020 presidential election, and things are getting tense. It's widely known by all that Democratic nominee Joe Biden has a huge lead that may be insurmountable. Donald Trump is not a come-from-behind guy, so he's desperate and showing it. He is still pressing ahead with pursuing a case to show that Biden and his son, Hunter Biden, were up to something illegal in Ukraine. The younger man sat on the board of a Ukrainian energy company, and Trump has been trying to prove that when he was vice president, the older man made political moves that would benefit his son. In fact, this is what impeached Donald Trump, the drive to get the story out there and prove that it was true. He tried to blackmail Ukraine into investigating the father and son. While he was acquitted in the Senate, he still stands as being impeached by the House. But he has still not let go of the Hunter Biden case, wanting desperately to prove this, just as he was able to use Hillary Clinton's emails against her. In fact, he was still complaining about her emails last week, as if he wasn't sure what year it was. The New York Post published unproven allegations against the Bidens on Wednesday. Many were skeptical about the story. It was shared on Facebook and Twitter. The two social media companies acted to limit the reach of the story, with questions of whether this was part of a Russian disinformation campaign to damage Biden. On Thursday morning, Mike Hahn, a social media staffer of the Trump campaign, tweeted a screenshot of a notice that told the campaign its Twitter account had been locked. This explained that the account had violated Twitter's rules against posting private information. It called out a tweet that accused the former vice president of being a liar and ripping off our country for years. Also in the tweet was the link to what Hahn said was a video that was connected to the New York Post article. Nearly 3 hours after Hahn's tweet, a message was posted saying that access to the account had been restored. "We are back and we are reposting the video Twitter doesn't want you to watch," read the post. A Twitter spokesperson was asked for comment and said, "Accounts that tweet the materials or links to the materials referenced here may be required to delete those tweets based on our policies on hacked materials and private and personal information." It appeared Trump was not in the loop. When it was brought up in a Fox Business interview, he said, "It's going to all end up in a big lawsuit, just as many of Trump's disagreements do. And there are things that can happen that are very severe that I'd rather not see happen," added the president. "But it's probably going to have to." On Tuesday, the Senate Judiciary Committee will vote on whether to authorize a subpoena to compel Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey to testify on the following Friday, according to Senate Judiciary Chair Lindsey Graham, RSC, Senate Judiciary Subcommittee on the Constitution Chair Ted Cruz, RTX, and Senate Judiciary Subcommittee on Crime and Terrorism Chair Josh Hawley, RMO. Cruz explained Dorsey would be pumped for information and forced to explain why Twitter is abusing their corporate power to silence the press and to cover up allegations of corruption. Hawley called for the full committee to vote on subpoenas for Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, but it wasn't clear whether the vote would include him. It seems that if the senators have time to pursue this, and if there is enough money to waste on this, that instead, they should be figuring out a way to pass a stimulus package to help Americans. There is apparently extra money to go around.